Hi, this is Andrea Cruz, and this is my assignment number 5 for AEP 867, my reflection on my teaching unit from assignment 4. So question 1 says, do the tasks yield appropriate evidence of the identified understandings? So when thinking about my teaching unit, there were a few instances where I had students working individually. They were getting instruction, whether it was directly from me down at the carpet or some of my higher kids were doing instructional videos. And then there were times where students were working in partners to do rally coach. So I said, yes, the activities that I had students complete individually and with a partner, as well as the tasks that they completed, aligned with what I was wanting them to learn and be able to fluently do in the end. So my goal for the teaching unit was to be able to convert improper fractions and mixed numbers both ways, from one to the other and back again. Question number 2 asked, do the tasks involve a complex real-world or authentic application of the identified knowledge, skill, and understandings? So with fractions, there are so many different real-world examples, and for the tasks that we did for the 2 days in this unit, I would say no, unfortunately. I did not put in real world application like I could have. I would go back and I would revise this portion to make it more relevant to real world examples that they are going to come across when dealing with fractions. But I thought that implementing that portion would be somewhat difficult going with the whole skill of converting improper fractions to mixed numbers and vice versa. Question number 3 said, are a variety of appropriate assessment formats used to provide additional evidence for learning? I would say yes. The different types of assessment that I did was just through observation. They did a tower of power, and me being able to walk around, or my para being able to even walk around and just see how long it's taking them, how many times is it starting them over because they get something wrong. Zern also has them get coached through if they get something wrong twice. It gives them a second opportunity, and if they get it wrong the second time, then they break it down into steps. And so it's easy to see who's struggling with the tower. There's also the use of rally coach, where I pair a higher student with a lower student and just see how much they're able to go back and forth, taking turns doing the problem while their partner coaches. And then, of course, the exit tickets that I was using at the end of both days to assess if they were understanding. The last question asks, are students given the opportunity to self-assess and reflect upon their learning and performance? So I said that I would return their exit tickets to them the following day on day 2 so they could see what they missed, get some feedback from me. However, I said they're not really self-assessing. So something I would do would be I would go back and have them rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 5 on their exit ticket, with 1 being if they still feel completely lost and they maybe needed more help in order to be successful, and a 5 being that they 100% understand the concept and skill. Another way I could have done this with like red, yellow, and green stickers. Do they still feel like they need a lot of help? Or yellow, they might be getting there, but they need a little bit more instruction and practice. Or if green, they are good to go. That is my assignment number 5. Thank you for watching.